Good morning, everyone. It is about 5 to 5. I have been up probably for about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes. Feels like I've been up since midnight. I am exhausted. This little person here has decided that my day is starting now, and I'm not impressed. I'm not. If there's one thing that really grates on me about motherhood, it's the sleep deprivation that comes with a new baby. And I know it's not for doesn't happen to everybody, because my sister had a baby 2 months ago, and her son sleeps through no issue. My boys slept through very early, no issue, but my daughter has other ideas. And I don't know if it's because when she was born she had reflux, so there was a lot of she didn't really have a sleep pattern established, and the reflux didn't go till she was about 4 months old, and then the teething kicked in, so it was really hard to kind of get rid of a routine. So at the moment she kind of goes off to sleep at around any time between 8:30 and 9:30, and then we usually get an issue where she wakes up about 1 o'clock, she feeds, goes back to sleep, wakes up again about 4, and then at the time she wakes up at 4 is where she'll decide whether or not she is actually going to stay awake or whether she's going to go back to sleep. And that is the bit that I struggle with. What she does is, if she does go to bed at 9:30, it's not a straight sleeping from 9:30 till 1 o'clock. Because if the dummy drops out of her mouth, then all hell breaks loose. Because she'll be flapping around in the crib trying to find it, and if she can't find it, then I've got to jump out my sleep quick enough to find it, get it back in her mouth before she actually opens her eyelids. Otherwise it's all over and she is awake. So yeah, I'm just really struggling with it. Really struggle with it. I find myself sort of getting up in the night of her, like today. My husband's like, just leave her in the bed and it's fine, but it's not fair on him. He has to get up at 6 o'clock to go to work. So if she's up from 4:45, and as far as she's concerned, she thinks it's playtime. She's bouncing around all over him, so it's kind of unfair. So I take him out, I come in the living room, and I end up sitting in here. And she will go back to sleep, but it will be probably around 6, 7 o'clock that she decides she wants to go back to sleep, when I'm usually getting up around 7 to start doing whatever I need to do for today. And today there's some exciting stuff going on today, which I won't let out the bag now, but there is some exciting stuff going on today, so I will be up early today. And I just feel like if I don't get enough sleep, I'm really miserable. I get up in the middle of the night and I'm miserable, and it's awful, and I feel bad for it, because I get up and I'm just really angry. I'm angry that I even have to be up. Oh, you find that funny, do you? Do you think that's funny? It's not funny. I get up and I look at her and I just think, you're so out of order. You are so out of order for making me get up, and I'm just in the worst mood. And I'm a person that I can't function on less than 8 hours sleep. Not at all. I can get away with 7, but anything less than that, I am a complete grouch for the whole day. So, what's the solution? Well, I've been reading up on it. I was talking to my sister about it yesterday. And I think we've just got to train her. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, like she's not a dog, but I think we have to just start to train her, start to be a little bit ruthless. I've read a few books where they kind of say you need to leave them to cry for a bit, and that's the bit that gets to me. Like when I leave her to cry and kind of walk out the room, leave her, put her to sleep, leave her to cry, the crying just grates away in my brain, and I can't concentrate on anything that I'm doing. Even if I go in the kitchen and think, right, I'm gonna, I don't know, start doing something, tidying up in the kitchen, doing some washing. I can hear her crying in the back of my brain, and it just grates on me to the point where I just want to lose it and I just can't handle it. So I end up going to get her and rocking her to sleep. And I know it's a really bad habit and I need to get out of it. Otherwise my life is going to be hell. It already has been for the last few months. And it's going to continue to be if I don't try and start to train her. The other thing I've looked at is the Hummy, which I've seen quite a few reviews on that all seem to be really positive about people that have been having similar problems and have used the Hummy, which is a toy that they've designed, a cuddly toy that they've designed that plays white noise. So things like the sound of a washing machine or a fan, or the sounds that a baby's used to hearing within the womb and the amniotic sac. It's quite pricey at £60, and that's why I've been iffing and butting. But as my husband quite rightly just said to me, well, just before I left the bedroom, he was like, if it means you're going to get some sleep, it's £60 well spent. And I think that's what it is. I think I look at it and go, oh my God, £60 on a toy. But for the sake of some sleep, I think right now I'd pay anything to get some sleep. So I think I'm going to give that possibly a go. And then another thing is, obviously at the moment, Rain's in our room. She doesn't have her own room at the moment. So I'm thinking, as we are moving to a new place, when she does get her own room, maybe the way that we set it up might help. I mean, obviously at the moment she's in with us. She goes to sleep, we put her down to sleep, but then we stay up and we're watching TV, we're having conversations, and all that is kind of background noise for her, which probably isn't the greatest surroundings for her to sleep. So we're probably not helping ourselves with that, but in the flat at the moment we don't really have an option. So hopefully when we move to the new house, maybe set up her room so it's quite calm, quite serene, really good lighting, and if that doesn't work, then we train her. That's what we're going to have to do. Mama's going to have to get ruthless and try and put headphones on and block out the crying for a little bit and see if that helps. The thing is, I feel like I'm the only person that feels like this, but clearly I'm not. I mean, obviously I know there's other mums that have sleep deprivation, but I feel like I'm the only one that lets it get to them. And I kind of feel really guilty about it. I feel guilty that I just, I could scream at her some nights. And it's very disheartening because I think it's what comes with babies and motherhood. But I think because I don't remember it being as bad the last 3 times as it is this time round. So I think that's why it's getting to me. And I'm a lot older. I think as I've got older, I've just got less tolerant. When you're younger, especially with your first one, it's all a little bit like a novelty, if you like. That's the right word to use. You're kind of like all very excited. So it's like, oh God, I don't mind getting up with him. He's so cute and da-da-da. Whereas for me now, the cuteness has gone out the window when it comes to the nighttime situation. It's like no amount of cuteness is substituting the sleep I'm not getting. I mean, I feel like I've got veins appeared under my eyes where I just don't get enough sleep. So, yeah, so I'm going to try out my solutions. I'd be interested to hear what other people do. Yeah. How do you get your kids to sleep? How do you get them? I don't even mind if she didn't sleep right through the night, but just get them to sleep solidly from 9 to at least 4 o'clock. I could work with that and get a solid, as long as I'm getting a solid sort of, 5-6 hours sleep. But yeah, I just don't know when it's going to get better. So the update is Madam went back to sleep at 6 and got up at 7:45. So hence I am not in a very good mood at all. I'm still really tired, and she's woke up and she is just whinging. She's been changed, she's been fed, she's had cuddles, we've played, but she still is in a whingy mood. And so my Friday the 13th begins.